place where lives are carved and modeled. As much as parents have an influence over a child's mental and psychological making, the school that he is reared and its philosophy has an enduring impact on his thought process. With a figure close to 6,000 enrollment and 50 long glorious years, Sainik School Goalpara stands tall and takes pride in its representatives. Thousands of successful alumni spread all over the globe, as well as existing students with a zeal to create a niche for themselves, are testimony to the dedication and commitment of SSG towards the field of education, the promising youth, and the country. As panoramic as the blue hills and green forest of the state, the present location where the school is situated is a site of spectacular beauty. 130 kilometers away from Guwahati, situated on the Goalpara-Mornoi-Matia-Dudhnoi State Highway, the school spreads over a sprawling campus of 509 acres. Approved to be completed in 3 phases, the school was envisaged to be one of its kinds with all sorts of state-of-the-art facilities available. Nonetheless, the scene was not the same during its initial years. With Lieutenant Colonel D.N. Sahani serving as the founder principal of the school, Sainik School Goalpara was established on the 12th of November 1964 and was the only residential public school of its kind in the region. Coming into existence 50 years ago in a small and sleepy subdivisional town called Goalpara on the banks of the mighty Brahmaputra, the school had to struggle with teething problems till 11 years.
I joined the Sainik School Goalpara in December 1964, when the school did not have school buildings. Our MI room was in a tent. We stayed in barracks made of bamboos. When we used to take out our shoes, we used to find snakes. Yet, the school produced so many defense service officers, so many engineers, doctors, and professionals.
However, with the shifting of the school to its new and permanent location in 1976, the institution has never looked back ever since. Post-independence, the then Defence Minister Sri V.K. Krishna Menon envisaged a chain of Sainik schools with at least one in each state to serve as feeders to the NDA, to have a complete representation of the country in the 3 defence forces which guarded the motherland. Thus, to be able to provide the optimal level of public school education, the Sainik schools were to be modelled on the outstanding public schools of England, but sans their arrogance. Under the aegis of the Defence Ministry, the schools are controlled by a board of governors with the principal, headmaster and registrar serving as officers on deputation. Sainik School Satara in Maharashtra being the first one to be established in 1961, the country today has 24 Sainik schools to its credit.
In its past glorious 50 years, the school has achieved various milestones. It has produced many cadets who have become matured and responsible citizens of this country. They have served the nation both in the defense forces as also in the civil services. They have served inside the country and many are abroad. They are well-groomed citizens and which are actually the main assets of this school.
Presently, with 635 students to its acknowledgement, SSG strives in overall development and quality in all fields. The school has excelled in its primary role as a feeder institution to the armed forces and has approximately over 220 ex-students as officers. Not only this, but there are many who have won various prestigious awards and have brought fame to the school. However, a good number of its ex-students are also serving at high positions in various professions.
Sainik School is basically meant for a career in the defense services. So a student who was really interested in a career in the defense services, in fact had an assured career right from his school. Most of them have really made it also. And for people like us who really deviated, didn't really go into the National Defense Academy or the defense services, we also didn't do very poorly, and that also must be because of the certain things that were grounded into us in school itself and later which we were able to develop.
With one of its main objective to bring public school education within the reach of the common man, every year during the first month, an entrance exam is held for the students all over the country with preference to the home state. Having cleared the entrance, the fortunate ones who clear through it embark on a new journey of life.
I remember joining the school, and the love and care that we got from the staff and teachers, the principal and everybody else is something that I really cherish. The matron, Mrs. Kanagat, I remember that very clearly, used to put us to bed with a cup of cocoa every night, and the friendships that we cultivated is something that has lasted me a lifetime.
As a ritual, every boy on the day of admission is handed over a roll number.
Nipendra Chandra Chaudhary, roll number 1.
Hamdishi, roll number 5749. My name is Cadet Tushar Bardulai, roll number 5743. My name is Cadet
For many, this may seem just a digit, but in SSG, this number becomes the name. An identity. During the school days, the roll number continues to live with him long after school life is over.
My name is Cadet Sudarshan Gogoi. My roll number is 5868. I am the youngest cadet of Sainik School, Golpara.
Equipped with almost every facility possible, the school, with a magnificent 3-storied building, accommodates classrooms, labs, offices and stores under one roof. Stocked with books of all kinds and shapes, the school library is a common door for all the boys to their land of imagination, knowledge and adventure. The formidable infrastructure for academic and co-curricular development, the well-equipped laboratories separate for each science subject, is an enviable feature of the school. Right from the junior classes to its last batch, a habit of learning through practical experiences and experiments is inculcated. Through all this, the school wholeheartedly tries to symbolize its motto, very rightly chosen, Sarve Me Sadhyam, meaning everything is possible.
As a man, the school has trusted me in a sense that I have inculcated the sense of leadership, and then I have grown self-respect in me. I have learned how to respect others. I have learned the sense of discipline. I have learned the civic senses, and I have learned that everyone, to thrive in this world, have to have very hard work and always be disciplined and sincere in their own works. Otherwise, you lag behind in all respects.
Qualitatively apart and entirely civilian, each teacher of SSG has the willingness to stretch their duty hours to a full circle and beyond their classrooms. The true meaning of an institute lies in the teacher-student relation, the eagerness for one to learn and excel while the other extracts and refines. SSG is a testimony to this fact. With stalwarts like Mamuni Roysom Goswami having served as an ex-teacher of the school has to its recognition many who have brought glory to it.
When I got the chance of joining Sainik School, I thought that at least if I can't become an officer, at least I can train the small kids to become an officer. I did not know that how I have passed these 34 years with these boys, and how I completed this so long tenure.
For better functioning and discipline, the boys of the school are divided into 7 houses, with each house having students of various capabilities. Each house has an intention and inspiration of its own. Abhimanyu, house color white, house motto strength and agility. Bhaskar, house color white, house motto unity and prosperity. Aniruddha, house color brown, house motto solidarity, endurance, discipline, bravery and youthful love. Lachit, house color yellow, house motto valor, courage and grit. Silarai, house color green, house motto speed and accuracy. Lohit, house color red, house motto valor, hard work and sportsmanship to touch new heights. Udaygiri, house color blue, house motto unity, peace and amity. Last but not the least, a pipeline project for an upcoming new house, specially catering to the newcomers, reassures that the school very well understands the emotional and mental state of young children.
Our school became a home away from home. The disciplined life and a meticulous routine, along with a mutual feeling of sharing and caring, not only made us self-reliant, it also helped build in us an emotional quotient for balanced growth. Sainik School Gwalpara groomed us to be self-reliant, carry an independent attitude with self-confidence and the ability to face the world with dignity and self-esteem appropriate to the occasion.
Apart from the physical and academic quest that the school is known for, a lot more goes into creating SSG into what it is. Flawless mess operations with not less than 700 people dining together, an ever-operating bakery to suffice the needs of the school, sparkling laundry services and a super methodical housekeeping process all contribute to create a perfect ambience for the children to flourish and grow into individuals with a taste for a good life and great morals.
Being the first Lieutenant General from the Sainik School as well as from Northeast India, I can say with pride that I owe this to the school, my teachers, staff, particularly to Commander Parekh, who was one of the ex-principals of the school. Discipline, camaraderie and patriotism is what I picked up during my training in the school.
Besides the school imbibing its motto into the young minds of the children and encouraging them to challenge themselves in all phases of life, the daily routine is a testimony to its realization. With the reveille at 5 and the morning beginning at 5:30 sharp, the children are ready to beat the day with a tough session of PT. Thereafter, breakfast at 7 sees the children in their most chivalrous frame of mind. Each table supervised by the seniors and the housemaster ensures that the children have their breakfast while displaying the perfect table manners. Assembly starts at 7:45 in the assembly ground. The assembly is held with everyone present and presided over by the principal. Besides the regular routine of the prayer and singing the school anthem, selected students are entrusted with the responsibility to enlighten the assembly with various facts and information.
The famous chairman of PepsiCo Group of Companies, Sherin Sandberg, the chief operating officer of Facebook.
In school, we had right from morning, PT, then parade, then assembly. In the assembly, we had a very interesting part. That is English news bulletin, that was compulsory. Everybody used to hear the English news. Then we were divided into a number of groups of 7 or 8 members. And we used to discuss the news. Plus, apart from the news, the same headline were to be written in the notice board.
With classes starting at 8:15 up to 1:20 in the afternoon, children explore themselves thoroughly in the classroom atmosphere in pursuit of knowledge. With each student being given personal attention, teachers harp on the development of the class as a whole. Once again, with lunch observed with all rules and regulations at 1:30, the time after that provides a little leisure for the students. This time is a personal space for each student where he tracks what appeals to him the best. But no sooner the call at 3:30 demands all children to be on the sports ground, with sports of various kinds being played at one time at different places in the school, a positive vibe cheering the children to confront, excel and succeed reverberates in the atmosphere.
Sainik School Goalpara is more than a school to me. The school has not only provided me an excellent sporting infrastructure to display my talent, but it has also molded my character. If I have represented an Indian team, it is only because of Sainik School Goalpara. If I have successfully captained the Indian team, it is because of the confidence I developed in my school.
Soon with tea at 5, the evening prep is due at 6. Which carries forward up to 8 in the evening. This involves a supervised study under their housemasters. The last meal of the day is dinner at 8, and then students proceed towards their houses to call it a day. With the evening roll call, children are egged upon to discover themselves, their latent talents, and indulge in various activities and showcase themselves to the rest of the world.
What is the capital of Thailand? Yes, it is the correct answer.
An hour of self-study, and then the day finally ends with light out at 10:30. Besides the basic academic routine, SSG lays a great stress on the all-round development of a child. Thus, scholastic co-curricular activities like quiz, debate, elocution, short story writing, recitation, etc. are galore. Keeping in mind the various interests of the students, not less than 10 clubs on diverse subjects exist in the school. These clubs cater to the needs of the students while channelizing their talents and purposeful usage of time. However, the latest edition of the Fishing Club steals the show, where besides fishing, the children are also taught to breed fishes.
It's a female fish we are injecting for to make it more productive.
A series of regular games and sports are conducted throughout the year to bring out the sportsman spirit in each child. In spite of involvement in all kinds of sports, the school is proud of its volleyball team.
As a team captain, it was the proudest moment for me to win the All India Sainik School Volleyball Interregional Championship. The reason behind this is the facility of our school. We are having more than 5 courts of volleyball, 4 courts of basketball and
NCC is an integral part of the school curriculum, and NCC-based activities are conducted regularly throughout the year. The school has its own firing range, which is regularly used to give the children a first-hand experience of armaments and their usage.
Number 3 thick. Number 4 thick.
Likewise, cross-country races organized frequently helps the children combat the difficulties of life in its natural ambience. Every year, efforts to have representatives in mountaineering and trekking expeditions is now a regular feature. Likewise, the NDA-oriented Built Obstacle Course is a prized possession of the school. Obligatory to all the students, the course infuses the indomitable spirit in these young minds, which is much essential when they transform themselves as the sentinels of the country. Passing through the strenuous regime for the rest of their lives, they not only follow the motto of Sarve Me Sadhyam, but believe in it.
I joined the school in 1964 in first batch. I left the school in 1968, joined NDA. In my class there were 8 students. Out of this, only I qualified for the school. I became the first boy to join NDA and came in the history of Sainik School Goalpara. I had come to school from NDA twice, thrice. I have delivered lectures. Then motivated many people to come to NDA, and subsequently our intake was quite good.
Various tours are organized to give the children an exposure to different places and their cultures. However, the Youth Exchange Program takes this endeavor one step ahead. Every year, cadets are selected on an inter-NCC basis to represent the school on an international level. A healthy body and a sound mind is the prerequisite when it comes to serve the nation, and in SSG, physical training is of paramount significance. Trained under skillful trainers, the physical training classes not only pass the students through the grind, but help them to evolve tenacious as well as malleable.
सैनिक स्कूल गोलपारा के 550 कैडेट परेड पर आपका
Though tedious and at times demanding in the introductory phase to this world of SSG, it's the parade which over the time turns out to be the pride and identity of the institution and its students alike. Hence, immense emphasis is being put into practice and perfection of march past at the institution. Right from the fresher to would-be pass-outs, learn the principle of leadership, following commands, to work as a team to reach the pinnacle of success through the rigorous parade sessions. The band is one such important part of this regime in which students with a fair amount of flair for notes and internodes enroll. Clad in their vibrant and majestic robes, it's for these band boys that parades and march pasts take on a different essence. With an objective to mold young boys into responsible, patriotic and true men, it would not be wrong to say that the school has a great role in helping them take their flights to new heights. The school, with its collective effort, has been and would be instilling a perfect sense of perseverance and excellence in its students, so that as they move out of this world to the greater one, they would indeed be the true champions and manifestations of profound guts and glory.
আকাশত উৰাই উদয় গিৰিয়ে পোহৰ বিলাব